everyone, and welcome to Heard with Trevor. I wanted to talk about a story coming out of Kelowna with doctors across British Columbia here. It's 44 doctors who are members of the group, the Canadian Society for Science and Ethics in Medicine. Now, this group also has some doctors and other healthcare workers associated with the group that are unvaccinated and were fired through the BC health system last November with a lot of science and evidence coming to light here, like the CDC, for example, essentially claiming that the non-vaccinated are the same as vaccinated and should be treated as such. These doctors have come forward and are looking for community support, and I think this is a rather important topic for us at the given time. Here in British Columbia, we're a province of about 5.5 million people, and nearly 1 million people in BC have no doctor, and it just continues to get worse and worse. And having our NDP government in British Columbia here essentially getting rid of nearly 6,000 healthcare workers in the past year, most of those coming, as I said, in November of 2021, and then as BC continued on with the mandates in the spring of 2022, we also had another 1,500 or so different healthcare workers who were fired from our system. This is certainly, we can't afford to be getting rid of healthcare workers that we so desperately need. We've got no proof that the vaccine maybe helps people for a few days at best. But then, as the CDC mentions, the efficacy wears off, and at that point in time, we're looking at it being less harmful to those with natural immunity. So let's move into the website here for the Canadian Society for Science and Ethics in Medicine. And there's my page here. And just want to play a little bit off of their video in a moment here. First, you can see the court file here, June the 10th of 2022. This was filed on. Ironically, that is the day which the Supreme Court in Ontario had also heard some quite damning evidence that the Transport Canada and the Ministry of Transportation really had no scientific basis or any sort of orders from Health Canada to restrict travel. So this case is S-224731, and they petitioned the courts of Canada here in BC, and we'll get their day in November of 2022. Now let's move into the video posted by the Canadian Society for Science and Ethics in Medicine. And here is their campaign, Hire Back Our Heroes.
Our healthcare system in BC is crumbling. Wait times are getting longer and longer, clinic after clinic is closing, and 900,000 BC residents are currently without a family doctor, yet our government officials will not bend. Any hospital worker will tell you that the staffing shortage and capacity issues existed long before COVID. Today's worker will tell you the current situation is beyond dire.
Hey guys, Connie here. I'm a former BC nurse. I used to work acute care in hospital as well as home health. I worked full-time. I am currently working construction in order to make ends meet and to take care of my 2 children. I'm just
going to close it off at that point there. And again, I will link this for you folks in the description of the video here. However, I just wanted to play a little bit here and let you know that these nurses are fighting back. They're fighting back the broken system that has left them as a trained nurse with several years of experience, now doing construction work to feed the kids. And we've got several examples of this. We've essentially got about 40,000 different healthcare workers in Canada that have been fired across the country for refusing to follow federal and provincial installed mandates. And this, as the first nurse said, there comes in a system that we've all known has already been broken, right? We need these doctors back. Like, what do you guys think? Like, leave me a comment, let me know. I'm looking for some other opinions on here as I nearly break my chair. And I'm just going to pull up the first news site that I found on this. Of course, nothing, if anything, just whitewashed through the legacy media, pardon me. And basically what these doctors did is this membership, they got a billboard, an electronic billboard. And it currently says, as you may have seen the thumbnail picture for this video, 50 terminated, unvaccinated BC doctors willing to serve you, the public, today. Allow us to do our part to help BC's collapsing healthcare. And I think that's a pretty important message there. This article goes through the spokesperson here. Pardon me for the pronunciation, Dr. York saying. But yeah, it basically just says most of the members are unvaccinated, some partially vaccinated, or believe that people should have their choice. And that's what a lot of this comes back to for people who did decide to remain unvaccinated. And this court case is, I think it's on the bottom here. Yes, it is. Basically, it was filed on behalf of this group of these 50 healthcare workers. The article says there's 44 doctors that are official members and a few that support the group without wanting the community to get after them for being associated with these doctors. We've got Dr. Sang, I believe the pronunciation would be, Dr. William Morgan, and registered nurse Hilary Vandergooten. So, as I said, they filed their petition to the court, and November 8th of this year, a little more than 3 months from now, we will get to hear what it is that gets presented in the courts as evidence on this case. And yeah, in a province that, within less than the last year, we've got 6,000 less healthcare workers. Partway through that, we know we were nearing 1 million people in British Columbia with no doctor. And just something that is completely unacceptable. Part of it's our the way that we run our public system. We need more checks and balances in place. Another part of the problem is we're so hand-tied. The Liberals and Conservative parties have both used acts and bills to limit what scientists in Canada are allowed to do. Justin Trudeau at no point ever unmuzzled our Health Canada scientists. His government did make a recommendation of policy, but that was never at any point followed up. And the essential difference between the Liberals calling Stephen Harper's government muzzling the scientists in Canada and Justin Trudeau's and the media not calling him was the reopening of the environmental office in northern Canada. Not much there. So, all right, folks, that's all I got for you on this one here. I hope you enjoyed this. Please do let me know. I'm curious what other people are saying, how you feel, what you're thinking about this situation here with nearly 6,000 different healthcare workers in British Columbia having been fired, most of those being doctors, most being registered nurses, pardon me, and then, of course, other healthcare workers, and a significant amount of these are doctors, as we are confirming here today. So please do like and subscribe this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you again. Thanks.